Well, on the other hand, Medical Education Minister Dr. K Sudhakar has been going on rounds. He has been giving surprise visits at most of these hospitals as well as institutions as well. And this time it is at Kempegowda International Airport to assist the precautionary measures which are being taken to screen all those who are arriving at the airport. Now, Sudhakar took stock of the screening and testing center at the Kempegowda International Airport. What are the measures which they are taking? Because there have been many complaints which have been coming in from the people saying that proper measures are not being taken, the facilities which are being provided, there is a lapse, even though it is better than other countries and other states as well, but there seems to be some kind of lapse. That is why now Sudhakar gave a surprise visit to Kempegowda International Airport, and he has been monitoring, he has been keeping a check on what needs to be done and what facilities are being given to the tourists who are coming down from different countries.
List China visited any of these countries, 7 countries in last 1 month, after 5th of February. And if they say yes, we will quarantine.
ನಮ್ಮ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ವಿಮಾನ ನಿಲ್ದಾಣ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು 3 ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವೈದ್ಯರುಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲಾಖೆಯ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ, ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ವಿಮಾನ ಇವತ್ತು ಪ್ರಯಾಣಿಕರು ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ತಪಾಸಣೆಯನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿ, ಯಾರು ಇವತ್ತು 7-8 ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅಂಥ ದೇಶಗಳಿಂದ ಬಂದಂಥವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾವು ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ತಪಾಸಣೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ರೋಗದ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳಿದ್ದರೆ ABC ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಪಾಸಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಬಿಗಿಯಾಗಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲಿನ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳು ಕೆಲವು ಖಾಸಗಿವಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೆಲವು ಖಾಸಗಿ ಸ್ಥಳಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಿಗದಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಏನು ಕ್ವಾರಂಟೈನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಬದಲು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅಧೀನದಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಅವರನ್ನು ಇಡೋದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪರಾಮರ್ಶೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ವಿಧಿವಿಧಾನಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೆಲವು ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಬಿಗಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಮಾರ್ಗಸೂಚಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಇಲಾಖೆಯವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಇಲಾಖೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ವೈದ್ಯರುಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Well, that is what Medical Education Minister Dr. K Sudhakar had to say about several steps being taken at the airport as well to ensure that the tourists will be coming down. First, they will be checked for thermal screening at the airport. Post which, if at all they show symptoms or if they have travel history, they will be taken to the Akash Medical Hospital, which is there in Devnalli, because that is one of the other testing centers. So they will be taking them to that hospital. There they will be checked as well. And if they show severe symptoms of COVID-19, then they will be shifted all the way to the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Chest Diseases. So this is the kind of process which is that which the airport authorities are following at this point in time. So to check for the precautionary measures which are being taken and also the necessary steps which are being taken with this regard, Sudhakar today had visited to the Kempegowda International Airport. For more on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Prajwal Prasad, live from the newsroom. Well, Prajwal, on one hand, we have been seeing how the number of cases have been increasing. Number of people who have been coming down to any of these hospitals, the testing centers, that has been increasing because everyone is scared. So today, to ensure that the precautionary measures are being taken, facilities are being given to the tourists who are coming down, and also the monitoring process, is it taking place in a right manner or not? Sudhakar visited. What more information do we have? Can we see the lockdown taking place across the state for the next few days?
Going ahead and looking at the entire scenario as of now, many people are confused as to what are the facilities as well as what are the precautionary measures that is being taken at the airport over here, Suraj. First and foremost, what our viewers as well as those people coming from other countries and landing at the airports need to understand over here is a fact that there will be only scanned for temperatures over there. There will be no other additional test which will be conducted at the airports, apart from the fact that if there is unusual spike in their temperature, or if there is an increase in the temperature and the doctors suspect something is fishy, only then will the swab samples or the sputum samples will be connected and it will be sent to the National Institute of Virology or else the other labs which has been set up across Bengaluru. That is first and foremost, that is one important information. And after which, there were several complaints that came in to the 104, to the helpline number 104, stating that proper precautionary measures are not being taken at the airport and the scanning and the monitoring was not being conducted properly. But this is far from true over here, and what they will have to understand is that no, it will not be done over there. No sort of medical checkups will be conducted at the airport, or even if facilities are there, they will not do so, because what we need to understand is that the airport is an open area and chances of contraction are more at that point of time, and as there will be a huge crowd, we understand now at this point of time there is no crowd, but if there is a huge crowd at any point of time, then what might happen is that even if the other patient might have not tested positive for COVID-19, and when there are tests being conducted over here on one patient, the other patients will have to wait in long queues, and this will just go ahead and result in endless waiting. And we will also have to understand that people would also be suffering from from jet lag over here, because they would have had long flights over here. The problem is not with interstate flights, the problem is with destinations which are international countries over there, and the problem lies there, and they should go ahead and clearly understand this fact. So therefore, Sudhakar, after receiving many such complaints over the past few days, visited the Kempegowda International Airport and made sure that all the monitoring facilities were in place, and due to the request by the airport authorities that additional scanners should be put in place over here, so that that people will be immediately will be immediately let off from the airports as soon as everything is over. This is one thing. So therefore, after multiple complaints came in, Sudhakar, the medical education minister, had to visit the airport and make sure that he was monitoring everything. He monitored that all the facilities were in place and all the checks were being conducted, because there are many questions being raised now stating that I had not tested positive when I had visited the airport, but later I started testing positive. One more thing that they need to understand is that the mutations or the symptoms of the COVID-19 will not be found out immediately. It will take it will take at least a period of 7 to 14 days to be 7 to 14 days to surface in itself and later show up. So therefore, it will not be something which will happen immediately. So do not, it is a request out to the people also, as well as the passengers who are landing at the Kempegowda International Airport, or for that matter any international airport for that matter across India. Do not spread undue panic and fear amongst the others, saying that no, we are not being tested, we are not being tested. No, you will not be tested at the airports, you will only be scanned at the airports, and if you are tested positive, saying that your temperature is, you won't even be tested positive there at the airport, you will only be scanned for the temperature. And as I was saying, if there is an increase in temperature and there is an abnormal spike in the body's heat levels which will show up on the thermal scanner, only then will you be sent to an isolation center or an isolation ward, which is right there near Devnalli. There is the Akshaya hospital too, where people are being sent in, and if the cases are said to be very extreme, and if the if the doctors tend to think that this situation might go out of hand, they will be immediately shifted to the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Chest Diseases. Otherwise, they will absolutely have nothing to worry about here, Suraj.
Absolutely. One more thing at this point in time, like you said, yes, people should not spread panic amongst people, because Samir, if they're not tested, it's completely fine, because it does take 7 to 14 days for them to even show the symptoms. But on the other hand, we have already seen the lockdown which is there across the state. The ministers in particular, they are somewhere hinting at the partial lockdown to be extended. So do you feel now for the next few more days as well, it is somewhere necessary to bring in this lockdown just to ensure that the COVID-19 does not spread, because this is a very crucial stage. Bengaluru is in stage 2 of COVID-19, so we should not go to stage 3, and somewhere they're trying to contain this particular virus. So that is why the lockdown somewhere will be extended.
Absolutely, Suraj, because see, stage 2 and stage 3 is okay, it is fine, even stage 3 is absolutely fine, but the sort of pattern that India is seeing, especially Bengaluru, after what happened across the world, is something which is alarming. Because if you look at countries like Spain, Italy, Iran as well, in the first week the digits were only single digits, surprisingly. In week 2 it became 2 digits or 3 digits in some cases, like Iran and Spain as well. But in Italy, which is said to be one of the most advanced nations in terms of medical technology across the entire world, from week number 3 to week number 4, we saw the sort of drastic shift over there, because in week number 2, Italy had no death toll. In week number 3, their death toll was in 2 digits. But when it came to week number 4 and week number 5, they are seeing death toll in 3 digits, and now Italy surprisingly has crossed the 4 digits mark. It has crossed the 3 digits mark, and it is in the 4 digits mark, and people are afraid, stating that Italy might have more death toll even than China too. And one important thing that we should remember is that Italy has the population of only as much as Karnataka over here, but whereas China has China is the most populated country in the world, but somehow they were able to contain the virus. But what exactly went wrong in China is the fact that many of the people still got onto the streets and tourism was still thriving too. So therefore in India we should make sure and learn about this entire fact, saying that yes, as of now there is only 3 when it comes to death toll, and the number of positive cases has gone up to 129 as of now. But if you ignore this, if you ignore these starting signals, then it will go ahead and spell doom, not only for the economic implications are we saying, but also for the entire population of India. And considering the population of India, the death toll might even go by, it might even cross the 4-digit mark easily if proper measures are not taken place. So it is absolutely inevitable at this point of time for the state government of Karnataka to go ahead and look into this entire matter and state that, look, as of now, what remains important for us is not the revenue or the economic slowdown, but it is the lives which matter the most at this point of time, and it is the need of the hour that needs to be addressed. So after Sri Ramulu, now even Basavaraj Bommai going ahead and hinting at it, and many of Yediyurappa's cabinet ministers also hinting, saying that the partial lockdown might be extended. People of Karnataka will absolutely welcome this for sure, Suraj, because why we say this for sure is the fact that if you look from Saturday, if you look from when the lockdown has been initiated in the state of Karnataka, only 2 positive cases have come forward, and the medical education minister Sudhakar confirmed that last night, and Sri Ramulu confirmed that this morning too. So somewhere, even if many people are asking like what is the whole point of lockdown, it has been successful, because yes, if there is no lockdown, somewhere the medical authorities will be able to just contain the primary contacts. But if there is a complete lockdown, you will be able to clamp down on the secondary contacts who are coming in, and secondary contacts is very important, like going ahead and identifying the secondary contacts, but at the same time even limiting the circle or limiting the secondary contacts from the primary from the primary contact is something which is very important. And now and again there has been awareness programs which is being conducted by social distancing. So therefore, looking at all of this, the health minister, the medical education minister and the home minister will sit with Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa along with the health department officials, and they will be giving him reports as to what has happened. And for the best of Karnataka, if a lockdown is initiated, yes, it is okay, it will be acceptable. But also when it is coming to the terms of losses over here, especially the transport corporations, it is absolutely shocking, because as of now Metro had reported a loss of 30 to 40 lakh rupees. But what is very worrying over here is the BMTC, Suraj, because BMTC is suffering a loss of anywhere between 80 lakh rupees to 1 crore rupees on everyday basis, and even the KSRTC too, because from March 1st to March 16th the KSRTC has reported a loss of 5.3 crore rupees. So now going ahead and looking at it, the revenue too is being hit. Sandalwood has already suffered a loss of 22 crore rupees in just 3 days now, and apart from that the malls being shut down too, and even the pubs and nightclubs too are being shut down. And excise duty is one of the most important revenue for the state of Karnataka. But keeping the revenue aside, one important message for all the people out there: lives matter more than money. So Karnataka will go ahead and regain. If not in 2020, we will regain in 2021. And economic implications is not the need of the hour, but definitely if the Karnataka government is going and taking a decision, it would be in the best interest of the state here.